Imagine creating a website with one goal in mind and watching it completely fail. No users, no traction, no future. Most people would shut it down and walk away. But what if that failure secretly held the blueprint for one of the biggest digital revolutions in history? Today, YouTube dominates the internet. Billions of users, millions of creators, trillions of views. It shapes careers, news, entertainment, education, almost everything we consume online. But here's the shocking truth. YouTube was never designed to be YouTube. It didn't start as a video sharing platform. It didn't start with creators, influencers, or viral content in mind. In fact, YouTube began as something completely different, something that makes most people laugh when they hear it for the first time. It started as a dating website. Yes, the platform that now controls online video was once built to help strangers fall in love. The founders believed people would upload short videos to introduce themselves and find matches. Sounds simple, right? Smart idea, right? But reality hit hard. Nobody was interested. People didn't upload dating videos. The website sat quietly, almost invisible. On the internet, a total failure. At that moment, YouTube was just weeks away from being another forgotten startup. Another dream that didn't survive. Another idea that sounded great on paper but collapsed in the real world. But instead of quitting, 3 young founders noticed something unusual. People were using their platform in a way it was never intended. They weren't uploading dating profiles. They were uploading random moments, funny clips, personal memories, and everyday life. That small observation changed everything. One decision, one pivot, one risk, transformed a failed dating app into a platform that would redefine the internet forever. And in less than 2 years, that failed idea would be sold for $1.65 billion. This is not just the story of YouTube. This is the story of how failure, when understood correctly, can become the biggest success of your life. In 2005, 3 former PayPal employees, Chad Hurley, Steve Chen, and Jod Karim, believed they had discovered the next big internet idea. They launched a website called YouTube with a simple but bold concept, a video-based dating platform. Their slogan was, "Tune in, hook up." The plan was for users to upload short introduction videos so that others could watch and decide whether to connect. On paper, the idea made perfect sense for a fast-growing digital world. But once the platform went live, reality was brutal. Almost no one uploaded dating videos. Days passed with barely any activity. The founders even offered cash incentives to women to upload videos, hoping it would attract more users. Still, nothing worked. The site was rapidly heading toward complete failure. Then something unexpected happened. A few users began uploading non-dating videos, random clips of daily life, personal moments, pets, parties, and travel. One of those early uploads was the now famous video, "Me at the Zoo," featuring Jod Karim standing in front of elephants. It wasn't planned, it wasn't polished. But it revealed something powerful. People didn't want a dating site. They wanted a place to share life through video. The founders immediately recognized this shift. Instead of forcing their original idea, they made a bold decision. They removed the dating concept completely and rebuilt YouTube as a public video sharing platform where anyone could upload and watch anything. This single pivot changed everything. At that time, sharing videos online was slow and complicated. YouTube made it simple, fast, and free. Within months, user growth exploded. Videos spread through emails, blogs, and message boards at lightning speed. Every day, thousands of new users joined. By mid-2006, YouTube had become one of the fastest-growing websites on the internet. Major tech companies began paying attention. And soon, one of the biggest names in technology made a historic move. In November 2006, less than 2 years after launch, Google acquired YouTube for $1.65 billion in stock, instantly turning 3 struggling entrepreneurs into multimillionaires. What began as a broken dating idea had now become the future of online video. The most powerful lesson in YouTube's origin story is not about technology, coding, or even timing. It is about perspective. YouTube did not succeed because its founders had a perfect plan. It succeeded because they were willing to abandon their original plan when reality proved them wrong. They didn't fall in love with their idea. They paid attention to what people were actually doing. Most people see failure as a final verdict, a closed door, a reason to quit. But YouTube's founders treated failure as feedback. When their dating platform collapsed, they didn't panic. They didn't shut everything down. They watched carefully. They studied user behavior, and in those random videos, they saw an opportunity bigger than anything they had imagined. Today, YouTube is not just a website. It is a global stage. It creates millionaires, builds brands, spreads knowledge, launches careers, and shapes culture across every country in the world. From students learning online to creators earning full-time income, YouTube has changed millions of lives. And it all started from an idea that didn't work. Think about that for a moment. The most powerful video platform in human history was born from rejection, silence, and near shutdown. That single truth alone should change the way you look at your own struggles. That failed business. That rejected plan. That idea nobody supported. What if it's not the end, but the signal to adjust your direction? Every major success hides a story of missteps behind it. What separates winners from quitters is not talent. It is the ability to pivot without losing belief. YouTube's founders lost their original idea, but they never lost their vision to build something meaningful. And that is the real message of YouTube's beginning. Your first idea doesn't need to win. Your first version doesn't need to be perfect. Your failure doesn't need to be fatal. Sometimes, your greatest success is waiting on the other side of your boldest change.